cannot express to you how incredibly done I am with this situation. Okay, I am currently in my pajamas right now on the day after Christmas, Boxing Day, we call it over here in the UK, in my pajamas with my fucking bonnet on, addressing this situation. I am so tired. I didn't even get out of my pajamas for this read. I am so incredibly tired and angry and frustrated and annoyed and upset and all of the fucking above. So if you don't know, my family have been going through a hell of a lot of grief recently, to the point that it has rendered it almost virtually impossible for me to think or do anything else because my brother was going through a huge surgery. If you guys have been following my social media, you guys will be aware, but my brother has suffered an aortic dissection, and his aortic dissection is the type of aortic dissection where the person doesn't have long to live. They basically told him to leave hospital and pack his things and, you know, here's your medication and the best of luck to you, because they expected him to pass away within the next 48 hours. That did not happen. My brother fought, he persevered, and he tried to keep himself as still and as composed as he possibly could, and he managed to exist here for another 4 months. It was then that they were like, this guy should have died and we didn't perform surgery on him. Maybe we should try and perform this surgery. Now, let me explain to you that aortic dissection type A, which is the type that my brother has, means no patients have ever truly lived longer than a month. My brother existed 4 months, meaning that he is the oldest patient in the world with aortic dissection. With that comes its risks, its complications. And one of those complications could possibly be that my brother may not survive this surgery, as this surgery at this late in the game, in terms of aortic dissection type A, has never been done before. My brother is so well known within the aortic dissection field now that the doctors who are performing the surgery are writing a book surrounding his exact incident. So my family have been blessed by the universe, by God, or whatever it is that you believe in ways that I will never ever be able to express and will never ever be able to return. So a lot of stuff has been going on for me personally, and it has been very difficult for me to produce videos. So I really, really appreciate you guys who are holding on just through this period. But I do have good news for you. My brother hasn't passed away. He is with us. He has survived over a week since his surgery and has been moved from ICU back into the heart patient ward, where he will remain until they eventually send him home. Glory to the Most High, or whoever it is that you believe in, or whatever it is that you believe in, or even just fate or consequences, or just the medical system in general. We've truly been blessed. However, if you guys remember, I had a situation that started at the beginning of the month with somebody by the name of Gerard. Gerard is the owner of Gerard Cosmetics and a person that I considered my friend for several years. To make a long story short, Jen was given photographs by myself of my Auntie Margaret and her progress with her product Hair AF. Jen asked if she could use the photo. She didn't say in what capacity, but I agreed. It was not my place to agree. I never took the photos, and that is completely my bad, and I take full responsibility for that. However, when my friendship with Jennifer Gerard dissolved, what ended up happening was my mother said, can we remove those photos from the website? My mother at this point was not even aware that the photographs were on the website. Because if you aren't aware, my Auntie Margaret passed away on the 21st of December 2020. And subsequently, my mum became the estate holder for my auntie's affairs and estate, as well as being the guardian to her 3 children that she sadly left behind. Upon my request for the removal of these photographs, Jennifer Gerard stated that the estate needed to contact Gerard Cosmetics in order to have the photographs removed. My mother obliged, sent her details to show that she was the estate holder of my auntie's estate, and asked herself if the photographs could be removed. She was met with a lawyer, that lawyer being the infamous lawyer at this moment in time known as Jeanette Braun. Jeanette Braun sent her a wall of text basically saying that she needed to have a license or provide a license and when realistically, the truth of the matter is the person who takes the photograph is the person who is able to give the license for said photograph. No such license exists, nor have they at any point provided that kind of a license to us and our family. Therefore, we were thinking about going through the legal route, but realistically, because we didn't actually want any money, we didn't want any damages or anything like that, we just wanted the photographs removed, we were kind of apprehensive of taking that approach before making it known to her as well as the internet and holding ourselves accountable. We don't want your money. We have never wanted your money. We just want the photographs taken down. I gave Jennifer until the 21st of December 2023, as that would have been the anniversary of my Auntie Margaret's passing, whose photos were being used and syndicated. Flash forward to the 20th of December 2023. My brother goes into surgery for his life-changing open heart surgery, never been done before, on aortic dissection type A, will change the world forever. And on that day, I received multiple different messages from numerous individuals telling me that Gerard had taken down the photographs from the website. Now, at the time, obviously dealing with my brother going into a huge traumatic surgery for 10 hours, of which I did not know the outcome. I did not give that any energy, did not speak about it, did not anything on social media. My primary focus was just on my brother and his continued health. But I will say that I did not find it gracious or caring or nurturing in any capacity, or even showing any level of self-reflection, because the day you choose to take the photograph is the day that I could literally lose one of the closest people to my entire world after syndicating, reproducing, and sending out photographs of my auntie for other people to use on their websites, such as Dr. Galitza, who graciously, might I add, decided to take those photographs down around 2 hours after my original video went live. However, I don't know how gracious that is anymore, and we will get into that in a moment. I didn't find it kind, caring, or anything under those lines, because you chose to take down a photograph of my dead family member on the day that I could potentially lose another family member. That does not make you a good fucking person. So I wasn't going to give you any of my energy, and I'm glad I fucking didn't, because on my first live stream back, coming to my audience after, my brother is recovering and doing very well, I find out from my audience that, yeah, you might have taken a photograph down from the website, but all of the other syndications is still up. It's still up on Amazon. It's still up on a bunch of other websites. I will leave a list somewhere on the screen. My team have been collecting, and we have been data collecting as much information as possible. Now, originally, when I heard this information, my thoughts were, well, this isn't a big deal. Maybe she just took it off one website, and we might just need to send her a little message and say, hey, remember the others? And have those removed as well. And that would be the end of it. And honestly, that was genuinely our intentions. I did not want to continue anything with Jen absolutely under any parameters at all. I don't want to be in Jen's life in any capacity. I don't want any relation to Jen's brand. I don't want any relation to Jennifer as a human being. That bridge is fucking burnt. I want nothing to do with you. I would be so grateful if I never have to say your name ever again in the future. However, earlier today, I decided to hop onto my iPad. Now, I haven't opened my iPad in a hot moment, but I decided to start journaling like I usually do, and also set up all of my planners for the year. I'm very much into digital planning. If you guys are interested in that kind of content from me, I am totally open to doing that, because I love digital planning. So if you guys want to see me digital plan, I'll think of a way that we can do that together. But I love digital planning. I literally plan my entire life on my iPad. However, I hopped on just before January 1st, as I would usually, sorting out all of the things it is that I needed to sort out, and I saw that I had some unopened messages on my iMessage. Now, just to make this clear, I have a completely separate Apple ID for my email than I do for my actual phone number. So because of this, there were messages in there that I had not seen, as it was connected to my email and not to my phone. And would you believe, lo and behold, on the 8th of December, shortly after midnight my time, there was a message from Jennifer Gerard. Now, here I was, stupidly, probably, sitting down here thinking maybe she was going to, say, hey, I've tried to reach out to you, or something, like I've missed something. That's what I thought that I was going to receive. But what I ended up receiving was her attempting to send my email to somebody, and I believe that person to be Jeanette Braun, but obviously that is not concrete proof or facts, but that is just my suspicion, as well as sending a message that is as follows. Take a listen. Okay, so this is my iPad. Now, my iPad's Apple details are connected to my email address. So I guess she went to try and get my email address to give to Jeanette because it says, here you go, and then my email address, right? So then it says here, this is the first message it is that she sent to me. Oh, hello. Oh, God, what have I done? Hold on.
How are you holding up?
It's this one.
One of my friends watched the video and told me basically what she said. So I called Dr. G. So embarrassing. And I just had him like raise the price on his. He was like, but nobody even buys from our website. I'm like, I know, doctor, but trust me. And I asked him to take the images down. I didn't even know he had them up. And I don't know for sure that he does, but that's what my friend said. So, yep.
And then she asked Jeanette,
how are you holding up is the bigger question.
Not good. She's not good, Jen. She's actually doing terribly. I don't know what to tell you. Now, in that message, you just heard Jennifer Gerard speaking to somebody else who she accidentally sent to me, telling me that she had instructed Dr. Galitza to take down the images of my Auntie Margaret and also to increase the price of his product so that it matched and reflected hers. Because in my Jennifer Gerard video it is that I made earlier on in the month, I told you guys that this was the same product and it was by the same man and it was being sold at a much cheaper price. My researcher was able to find on the Dr. Galitza website a product called The Younger You, Dr. Galitza's hair, which is currently retailing for £48.40, which is a product that is indicated to reverse thinning hair and promote hair growth, and whose photograph is right front and fucking center. My Auntie Maggie. And the photos it is that I gave to Jennifer Gerard, proud of the progress it is that she had made. The photos of which I told Jen Gerard, yeah, they're fine to use, because at that point, Jen had told me that she wanted to show her doctor these images. He is now also using my auntie's photograph for commercial basis to sell the exact same product that Jen Gerard is selling on her website at the marked up price of £80. So in order to stop the social media hoo-ha, I guess, she decided that he should increase his price of his product. And I think at one point she also reduced the price of her own product to like $59 or something like that, in order not to raise suspicion on the fact that she had actually increased the price of a product that she actually had no creational credits on. She basically private labeled this product from this doctor and is selling it at almost double the price. Now we have evidence that Dr. Galitza did oblige this request initially. We archived it on the Wayback Machine, and as you can see, there was a significant price increase shortly after my video went live. This was not a coinky-dink. And later on, she goes on to ask who I presume to be Jeanette Braun. The bigger question is, how are you holding up? She's not good, Jen. She's getting flamed online. She's not fucking good. She's entering into frivolous lawsuits with commentators because she doesn't like what they said, Jen. She's entering these lawsuits with her client, which many believe to be a conflict of interest, Jen. She is giving what many believe, including lawyers who have sat down on the platform and given their interpretation of these court documents, she is giving incriminating information, which indicates that she may be behind a welfare check of one of the commentators, in which the commentator states was done to harass them. She also did that whilst actually saying and stating that she is an attorney, therefore is acting as such, and that she has an obligation to report when she thinks that something is wrong. The most outstandingly ridiculous lawsuit. Your friend is not doing good. It sounds like she's spiraling. So after hearing Jen's message, let's play that again.
One of my friends watched the video and told me basically what she said. So I called Dr. G. So embarrassing. And I just had him like raise the price on his. He was like, but nobody even buys from our website. I'm like, I know, doctor, but trust me. And I asked him to take the images down. I didn't even know he had them up. And I don't know for sure that he does, but that's what my friend said. So, yep.
Fuming, I'm annoyed, and I'm pissed off. And why? Because this was on the 8th of December, which means that Dr. Galitza changed his website and removed my auntie's photographs on that very fucking day. Which means from the 8th of December onwards until the 20th of December, you continue to keep those photographs up on your website, and do not worry, it has been archived. We have collected every piece of information. So answer me this question, Jennifer Gerard of Gerard Cosmetics. Why did you tell the doctor to remove those photographs if you yourself have the indefinite license to said photographs? Surely you could have just provided him those receipts so that he would not be under public scrutiny. If what I'm saying is wrong and libelous in some degree, I even question why I've not been hit with a slander and libel lawsuit. Why is that, Jennifer? Do you know what that is? That is you telling me stupidly, you dumb individual, that you acted with malicious intent to keep the photographs up on your website, knowing the situation, knowing that you had no legal grounds to keep those images. And then you waited until the day that my brother was undergoing life-changing fucking surgery, of which has been heavily documented on social media prior to the breakdown of our friendship. You decided on that day that you were going to remove it from your website, and we're supposed to go, oh, thank you, Jen. No, bitch. This is what my brother thinks of this situation. My brother right now is sitting in the heart ward in hospital, and he is absolutely fucking horrified. A short couple of days after coming out of a coma, he is disgusted in you.
All right, thank you to everybody that wished me well. The surgery's gone well. The people here at Queen Elizabeth were great, and they worked very, very hard. Thanks to my sister's fans and friends for supporting us during this hard time. Thank you. And yeah, just thanks. Thanks a lot. This time of year has been especially difficult for me and my family, because I've happened to cope with the fact that I've had heart surgery, difficult heart surgery, an aortic dissection, which is the outside lining of my heart, a split, and was under pressure, and it could go at any time.
You had,
so
which version was it that you had? Was it type A or type B?
It's type A. It was type A. It's the worst type that you can have. It's officially I was given 48 hours to live, because my heart was too weak to go through surgery, and by some grace, I managed to make it to this point here. Right, so it's been especially hard on my family, especially hard on my mum, especially hard on my sister, especially hard on all of us, you know. Do you know what I mean? And then the surgery, then the fact that they thought that I had a stroke. Do you know what I mean? Then me being in a coma for 5 days, it's not been a joke. Do you know what I mean? And so, to me, anybody that would want to take advantage of that, of them at this time, has got something seriously wrong with them. Seriously.
Yeah.
You know, because there was no grace was shown, no empathy was shown, you know. Yeah, especially to my mom, especially to my sister, nothing was shown. Do you know what I mean? And I find that disgusting. Right? I mean, especially since the time that I went into the operation, it was at the same time that my aunt had died previously of cancer. So there was a correlation there that was down to the day that was happening at the same time.
Yeah.
And you'd have to be somebody that's stupid not to think, oh my God, there's a theme running here. People in my family is getting ill at this time, and they're dying at this time of year, and you know, so I'm just tired of it. I'm just tired.
We're
I'm just
all
upset.
exhausted, absolutely exhausted.
Yeah.
Were you aware, did Mom make you aware at all that she decided to take the photographs of Maggie down off her website on the day of your surgery? Were you aware of that?
I wasn't aware of that because there was not much I could say.
Yeah,
About
well, you're in a
Jeez,
coma,
please.
innit?
Yeah. There was nothing much I could say that even made sense. But as my faculty started to come back, it started to upset me. It really, really started to upset me. It started to upset me to think that somebody would be so callous and so cold as to be playing around with something like that at this time. It takes a special kind of person and a special kind of sick to be able to play with people at that time and at this moment for basically nothing. So no. So now, I believe in karma and I believe in karmic law. And I believe that, if you do bad things happen. If you do good things, then, hey, good things happen.
And we have been blessed. Our family have been blessed in so many different ways. Do you get what I mean?
And that's because we practice charity. Do you know what I mean? We practice being kind to people. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, that's the way that we've been brought up. Do you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, and that to me it was unfathomable that I couldn't pass this test for my family or something like this, because somehow it just didn't feel right that I wouldn't be here after everything.
Yeah.
You know? So no, just left a real nasty taste in my mouth. Especially since it's not done with by accident. It's done with malice, by knowing full well what the consequences are of what's being done, and that's just a different type of sick. It's a different type of sick. So
okay,
that's all.
Well, thank you for sharing.
All right, it's okay. Sis, love you, love the family. Love you all, love Gas, love the kids.
And all the people that support.
And all the people that have supported me. Because there are good people out there.
Do you know what you need to do? You need to shout out Joanne, because Joanne has been messaging me. I've got this one subscriber who's been messaging me every single day asking for updates as to how you are. And she's just so incredibly proud of you. So give a shout out to Joanne, because she really has been keeping my spirits up.
Thank you, Joanne, and thank you, because it's been a moral support knowing that you're interested in my healthy development and things like that. It's been nice, and you've been an angel, and you've treated me, and you've treated me well. You treated me with dignity. Do you know what I mean? And you haven't forgot. You've gone beyond your duties. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So, may you have a good year as well, because you deserve it.
Oh, that's nice.
You deserve it.
Okay, I'll let you go anyway. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Love you. Bye.
Love you too. Bye.
So remember when I said that we didn't want many, we just want the photographs taken down? Please stop hurting us. We've been through a lot already. We're struggling right now, and there's a lot going on. Please just let this drop and let this go. Well, now you have verifiably proved that there is damages. There is damages for malicious intent of distribution and syndication of copyrighted images of which you do not have the license for. And you know what's the wildest thing about it, Jen? The wildest, the absolutely most disgusting and deplorable but most wild thing about this all is that people who don't even fuck with me, people who despise me and honestly wish that I would just disappear from the platform, can't even understand what in the fuck you're doing here, girl. Content creators like It's Tea Time, of which I have had numerous public disputes with. It is very clear that we don't like each other. Even they're telling you, take the fucking photograph down. And if you truly don't want anything to do with a toxic person like Paige Christie, then you would just take the photographs down so that you never have to deal with me again. Even they don't understand what in the fuck you're doing.
She wanted her to take her aunt's picture down. Well, I don't know. Mocha, would you say it's like petty of Jen not to just take the pictures down?
I mean, she should have. Yeah, I said that, you know, I don't care for Miss Paige at all. Not one bit, not even this much. But yeah, Jen should have been like, yeah, girl, I'll take them down. I sure will.
Yeah.
She should have, but she kept them up. Like, girl, just take those photos down.
I, for no other reason besides wanting Paige to shut the fuck up, would have just took them down and be like, so now you have nothing. Now you have nothing. You have no reason to bother me. You have no reason to keep up your hatred. You have no reason to be miserable. You have no reason to cause drama with me. You have no ammunition to do anything. Leave me the fuck alone. Get the fuck out of my life. Never talk to me again. Because that's what you have to do to toxic people. You just have to shut the door. And I don't think she would have missed out on that much money by just taking the shit down.
Because I'm pretty sure she has like other photos of like of the before and after the product being used. So like it's not like you're not missing anything, girl. You have a lot to choose from.
And if the product is like truly hair AF, if it's bomb as fuck, then like you're not missing anything.
So now, after sending us verifiable proof of damages, malicious intent to cause harm, now we want the photographs taken down and damages for said photographs. I mean, you'll be paying our legal fees as well. And if you're wondering to yourself, Paige, how's this going to work? This is an international lawsuit. Copyright law is the same all across the world, and our copyright laws, the United States as well as the UK, are pretty fucking similar. But the only difference is in the US, it is a federal fucking crime. So your only saving grace will be the fact that most likely this case will need to take place in the United Kingdom, of which my family's legal fees will be verifiably less than yours. Because you are syndicating this for promotion of a product commercially across the internet, the world wide web, you know, that www at the beginning of your website, that means that there is a global issue here. That it doesn't matter where in the world you are at the time you saw those photographs, as long as you fucking saw it. In a document that was provided to me by a lawyer who was trying to educate me on what my rights were when it comes to jurisdiction, I have an abundance of fucking rights. But you know who doesn't? You, Jen. You don't have many fucking rights. This document, when it comes to jurisdictional copyright infringement, actually details a case that took place in 2015 in which the person whose copyright was infringed ended up succeeding in international copyright law. And what was the reason for this? Because the images that were stolen were used on a website that could be accessed internationally. So let's take a read of this, shall we? That said, the implications of bringing litigation in any country where damage occurs are potentially far-reaching, and especially when making copyright-protected material available online. Consider, for example, the decision of the CJEU, PaigeChristieUK versus Energy Argenteur, 2015. In this case, the defendant company, Energy Argenteur, was based in Germany, while the claimant, a professional photographer, lived in Austria. The defendant made the photographs taken by the claimant available on its website for viewing and downloading without permission. The claimant sued for copyright infringement in Austria. The defendant argued that although the photographs are accessible in Austria and elsewhere in the world, the website in quotation was not directed nor targeted at Austria, or indeed any jurisdiction other than Germany. So in this case, the company, the large company, turned around to the photographer and said, well, you know, we weren't intending it to be seen by the rest of the world, which was their defense. However, Jennifer can't claim this defense because Gerard Cosmetics is not a .us website. It is a .com, .commercial, www. The World Wide Web, Gerard Cosmetics .commercial. Let's continue, shall we? As such, if the claimant wanted to sue for infringement, she should sue so before the German courts. Did the Austrian court have jurisdictions on the ground of damage and harm occurred in Austria? Did it matter that the website in question was country-specific, in the sense that it involved the German top-level domain, which is .de? The CJEU decided that it was irrelevant, that the website at issue was not directed at the member state in which the court was based, that is Austria. The Austrian court had jurisdiction on the basis of the place where the alleged damage occurred. To hear action for damages in this respect of copyright infringements, there were photographs that were placed online on a website that could be accessed from Austria. As already indicated in section 5.1 and above, the approach to the CJEU in PaigeChristieUK and other cases suggests that anyone making copyright material available online without appropriate permission could hypothetically be subject to the jurisdiction of any court in the world. But again, this must be determined on a country-by-country basis. And I live in the beautiful country of the United Kingdom. So you know, Jen, when I was sat down here and I was saying that we just wanted the photographs taken down and can you just please do that? You probably should have done that. And remember when I said that we just don't want any money, we just want this whole situation to go away? You probably should have listened. But if you're anything like your own fucking lawyer, you just don't know when to stop. So Jennifer Gerard, 2024 is about to be your worst fucking nightmare. And see you in fucking court.